is a cauldron of pressure, and that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome to the banks of the Mississippi River, Simmons Bank Liberty Stadium in Memphis, home to the Memphis Tigers. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Sam Houston Bearcats, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Memphis Tigers. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Memphis will kick it off to get us underway. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Are walked up tight. They'll give it to the back. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
The Bearcats come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Looking to throw for it. He's moving out of the pocket. Trying to make magic with his feet. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop.
QBs do a really good job of feeling pressure and trying to get away from it. You can see he wants to, but there's nowhere to go. Great job on the defense, getting him to the ground for no gain.
On 4th down, trying to find his man. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Couldn't find much breathing room to return it, but the interception has this offense in business at the 27.
Man, that's not the attempt you wanted to start the game. First pass. You settle down. It's not the end of the world. It's one pass, but that is not the start he had in mind today.
Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down.
And those aren't the guys I'm leaving open on defense. These slot wide receivers, they've got the space in the side of him. I got somebody outside of him. I can't give him the football because a lot of times these guys, they're good with it after the catch. They got that quickness, they got that speed, and he showed some of it there.
I don't know, man. If I'm on defense here and I'm watching the way my D-line's getting manhandled, I might have to put more guys in the box. I might have to sacrifice a safety and try to get more hats close to the line of scrimmage.
Sneaks into the end zone.
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in their running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On designed runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Looking downfield on 1st down. Moving out of the pocket. Got out of trouble and throws. Zings it complete to the right. Stopped at the 24-yard line after the 10-yard gain.
Quarterback showing you some resiliency here on this drive. He threw a pick on the opening drive of the game, but he was able to turn the page right away. You can't let that bad play affect you, and they're letting him throw it. They're being aggressive, and he's proving that he can still make good decisions here. He can find the open target and deliver strikes.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball.
Snags it on the right. Lots of room to run. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Pulls it in. It's Wilkins. He's guided out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 6-yard line, and this defense has to be reeling.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
With the run on 1st and goal. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And if you want to bring all your tight ends in the game, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to bring in more linebackers, more defensive linemen, get ready for the run, less speed on the field, especially when you get down here in the red zone. I feel like I can match up man-to-man with those tight ends in the back end. Nice job understanding a run was coming.
And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to Pater. They've worked it down to the 4-yard line, but now it's 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Looking to the end zone. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Sam Houston.
Man, he's off to a good start this year. That's already his 3rd receiving touchdown. We're only 4 games into this season. I love how they line him up all over the field. And as the season goes on, they're going to keep being more and more creative with how they get this guy the ball.
Coming out with it, it's Potts. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Takes a hit as he fires. He'll get it up to about the 32. Line before he stopped, and it'll be 1st down.
One of the nice things about RPOs is that it's a slow developing mesh between the QB and running back, and that allows these receivers time to get vertically downfield and work their routes. You saw it right there on that play.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's 1st down. Give to the running back. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
Man, he was open. He had an opportunity. Just got to look that thing. A lot of times guys are catching it, and as they're catching it, you see their head start to turn to try to think about getting upfield, and they just lose that concentration for a second. A little missed opportunity there for this offense.
Memphis will send the punt team onto the field. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Gets his first one of the day away. Might be a little stiff. They only used him twice in that loss a week ago. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. The running back has it. Got the 1st down and more. Flying down the left side. Past the 10. Touchdown, Bearcats! Once he got some room, it was over. There's a reason they call this dude a big playmaker. Moments just like that one.
Big-time playmaker. Can make plays all over the field from all different spots. That's why you got to find ways to give him touches as much as possible because he'll make it happen.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Memphis has the ball back and the offense ready to go to work. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score. Already down 14-7. It's complete on the right side. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Nice job by the fullback on that play. Was in pass protection first. He saw he could release out of the backfield, become a viable target for the quarterback, and gains a couple yards.
It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. To the air on first down. He's going for a big play downfield. He's got it for a big play. He stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it first and goal from the 1. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback Steve trying to power his way ahead for a few.
And nice job by this defense. You kind of knew something like this was coming. Great job. You got to get penetration. First thing you have to do is get up under that center. Make it really hard for him to go forward right now. Nice penetration, stopping the quarterback sneak in its tracks.
That's the end of the period, and Sam Houston has the lead. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Trying to surge it in. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarter.
Touchdown, Bearcats! That's the way you finish a drive and put up points. Ready to try the point after. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Fielded in the end zone. It's Potts. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
And he's brought down after a nice game.
When I'm a quarterback and I see zone and I see my guy curl up real quick, I got to hum it. And he threw that thing with some revolutions, with some velocity right to his receiver so he can make the catch.
He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. And a really nice setup here to take a shot if they want. 3 receivers to the right. Wants to fire on second down. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. And oh no, he loses the ball at the end of the run. Finally brought down, but what a play not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute there.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
The Bearcats with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They go to the ground. There he goes. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Sam Houston. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
And the offense continues to run the football. The second rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes. Continue to feed this man the ball.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, fellas, here's a final update on a clash between top 15 teams. Rice came away with the win today, but not in dominant fashion. In fact, the folks in Houston had to sweat things out for much of the second half. Could have been better, but certainly could have been worse. Iron sharpens iron, and you just know a top 15 matchup like this is going to go a long way in telling the story of each of these teams' seasons.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Looking to throw on first down. Caught near the sideline, it's Potts. And that play just looked to be a mess from the snap, and he's run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. The Tigers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Wants to go up top. Throws for the tight end. Wide open downfield. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Gets it out fast. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down. Memphis coming to the line with a fresh set of downs. Just keeps slinging it. He turns that loose down the right side. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
How great has this linebacker been in coverage these last 2 games now? That's now his 3rd interception in 2 games. He had 2 last week. First interception in this game on the opening drive. He's not only good against the run, he's not only good rushing the passer, but this guy is a monster in coverage.
Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
They go with the option. Quarterback keeps it himself. And look, we've seen this guy on tape, guys, break these tackles and take it the distance. This offense should keep dialing up these option plays. Don't let that short gain by the QB prevent you from running this scheme in your playbook.
And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles. And those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys to get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now has taken out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
On 4th down, going to the air. Fires left. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Uncorks one. Connection to the right. Hauled down at the 38-yard line and a big pickup of 15 yards there. Memphis picking up the tempo.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Picked up some yardage with that completion. Now second down. Looking to fire. Caught close to the marker. It's James. Looks as if he'll have enough to pick up the Memphis first down.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
Here comes the heat. It just left that pass short. Not enough juice on that one.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Pulls it in. It's Potts. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Got to pick up a few to move the sticks here on third down from their own 20. Catch in the middle. It's Potts. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
You got to wonder if that's going to be the play that changes the momentum in this game for the offense. It had been tough. They were up against it here early in the game, but the quarterback now starting to find a little bit of a rhythm. Really nice touch and throw on that touchdown. And here we go. This might be the play that gives them their confidence.
The returner will field it and bring it back. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Wants to throw on first down. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much.
Just didn't seem like the quarterback and his intended target were on the same page there.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Gonna take a shot. He's got it down the left. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again.
Who needs a 2-minute offense when you're this explosive? This offense creates the big play, completely flips the field position right away, now in a position to go ahead and score points before the half.
Rushes on him. He's going to take off.
I love it. The defense brings extra bodies near the line of scrimmage. They choose to blitz, get to him, try to speed up the processor just a little bit, force the scramble, no damage done. Nice job by this defense making him think really quickly and make a decision.
Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Catch inside the 25. Knocked down at the 22. That's a first down. They can still stop the clock. Looking downfield on first down. Quarterback extends the play. It's complete to the right. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
Yeah, I don't know defensively if you want to keep giving this guy that much cushion, because when he gets the ball in space, he's able to shake all these defenders and turns a 5-yard completion into a first down.
Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Didn't find much running room there. Picks up a few before he's forced out of bounds.
Nice job by the defense. You got to dial into your keys. You got to make sure you're reading those guys up front. They did a good job. They saw it. They pulled the trigger. They knew the quarterback had it with that QB run.
They'll immediately call timeout.
Well, this offense is sending a little bit of a message here. Of course, we know how much they've struggled on third down all season long. They're just never able to seem to get into a rhythm, but after that last running play, moving the sticks, you just wonder what that does for their confidence.
Snags it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Bearcats.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They had insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. He'll bring it out. It's Potts. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Power football with the run. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Going for the big play. And it's picked off for the 4th time today. And the defender is tackled, and that's how we'll run out the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. And the Bearcats will boot it away to start the second half. Fielded in the end zone, it's Potts. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Memphis has the ball back and the offense ready to go to work. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive. One
play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on 4th downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me too.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. And that is his 5th interception, a nightmare he is not waking up from. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. Boy, that last drive, they looked like they were throwing against air. Just absolute precision execution in the passing game, and it led them to a touchdown. We'll see what they have this possession.
And so many things have to come together perfectly for a screen to work for big yardage. And they were close. You could tell that almost busted, but they just got wrapped up, got a little bit of yardage, but they really wanted that one to be a big gainer.
Got enough for the first down and wants more. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. It's first down from the 11. They'll ride the hot hand. They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call.
Touchdown, Bearcats! And they take it in for 6 more points. That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
Man, he's been productive. Just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella.
Pretty impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run. They're loading the box. Still, this guy has been able to find his way in. 25, it's a nice number.
Just one of those mistakes that can happen as the kickoff goes out of bounds. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. To the air on first down. Fires to the big fella. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Finds his man. It's Potts. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
And he picked up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
And as an offense, that's just why you cannot get behind the sticks in these types of situations. Third in California is hard to complete and is hard to convert for anybody. And even though the running back is able to do something positive on that third down play, it's just too many yards to gain, and now they're forced to punt.
How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on fourth down?
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
And the Bearcats can really attack on this second and short. Trying play action. Looking to the big tight end. Working on the right. Turning it on. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
A lot of smiles right now on this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point.
Looking for the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Sometimes as a quarterback, when you're feeling the rhythm and you're feeling yourself, you just want to keep taking shots, right? This guy's already thrown 3 touchdown passes. He saw a look he liked, decided to let her fly. Haven't seen a lot of balls falling complete, especially deep down the field. That one did, but I'd expect this guy to keep letting it go.
The Bearcats will try to convert on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Big tight end makes the grab, first down, still on his feet. And he'll go down, but not before the big pickup and the first down. And the Bearcats have their offense in high gear. He'll pull it on the read. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth quarter comeback. After swapping ends of the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. Leaves it with the running back. Oh, he's got some space. He gives him a fresh set of downs, and this one will be 1st and goal from the 6.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Just keep running the football. Everything is going according to plan right now. They've been able to stay on the field. They put some nice plays together.
Touchdown, Sam Houston! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the 4th quarter.
14.
He'll bring it out. It's Potts. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. Looking to throw on 1st down. Here's the pressure. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
And how about this defense taking care of business? Keeping that guy under 200 yards is a heck of a day. Their offense has obviously done their...
Going for the big play. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, the defense really stepped up in this game. They knew they had to slow down this passing attack. They knew they had some matchups they were going to have to win one-on-one. They've been able to do that, and as a result, they haven't allowed 200 passing yards in this game.
Right on the money. He is denied. Cannot get to the 1st down marker, and it's 4th down coming. That play didn't have much of a chance to get the 1st down. Good job by the defense keeping everything in front.
Great job keeping everything in front, and most importantly, making the tackles. Dropping back.
And they got him. A sack denies the try to convert on 4th down.
I'll tell you, man, analytics in college football now are changing the way coaches think about down and distances. And listen, I know there are probably some metrics out there that say you should go for it in that situation because the percentages are telling you you got a good shot at keeping the football and keeping possession. That time, though, they're not able to come up with it. And they've now given up the football with their backs to the wall. The defense now is going to have to dig them out of this hole.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down.
Here we go, here we go.
They'll run it from the gun. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Bearcats! With that, the lead nice and comfortable, and they're cruising toward a 4-0 start.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
He'll bring it out. It's Potts. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Memphis has the ball back and the offense ready to go to work. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. And the defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before. So you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute, put some points on the board.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Pocket breaking down. And he's thrown another interception. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And if you're the quarterback, you might want to stop throwing that guy's way. I mean, you knew coming into this game, David, he's one of the best corners in the entire country. He's already been picked off twice now. He is literally living in this quarterback's head rent-free.
And so nice to have a guy like this that can cut off half the field, because now you can put resources elsewhere. He's proven if you try me, bad things are going to happen.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. He stopped for no gain again. Back-to-back runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a 3rd and long. Trying to pick up a 1st down. From the gun, running back gets the give. Picks up just a few before he's brought down, not really willing to take a risk there on 3rd and long. The Bearcats send out the punt unit. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. And here comes the punt team. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. He wants to change this route. He'll start this drive firing. Got the big tight end on the corner route. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the 1st down, but a good gain on that play. To the air on 2nd down. Bringing the heat. He's got the tight end. Dragged down at the 26 after a pickup of 5.
Got like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7.
Well, I think the offense at this point now, they're just trying to limit the damage. They want to get out of here and move on, turn the page to the next game, because things just have not been going their way, throwing or running the football.
And they make the tackle, but the official has tossed his flag. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Split backs here. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Here's a throw downfield late. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. And he crosses the goal line and gets the touchdown, but way too little, way too late. But they still do count it for 6.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the ground with the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.